Hello, welcome to the Parish Line, a production of C-GOV, the Calcasieu Parish Government Channel, about the events, programs, and policies of the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury. Lots of things are happening at the parish, so we have several interesting features. We'll learn about the parish's GIS department's new online interactive mapping application. We'll hear about the Calcasieu Retired Senior Volunteer Program and say goodbye to a retiring public servant in Calcasieu. First, some good news for residents struggling with the high cost of prescription medication. Calcasieu Parish has been offering citizens a free prescription discount card since September, and it has already saved residents more than $53,000. The National Association of Counties program offers discounts on prescriptions at 46 participating pharmacies in the parish. Office of Community Services Director Randy Vincent explains.
The card is free. It's free for the citizens, and there is no cost for the parish to administer the program, so it's actually saving, again, our citizens because they pay taxes to operate these types of programs. One card covers the entire family. There are no enrollment fees. There is unlimited use for each family, or each card holder, if you will. There are no age requirements or income restrictions. Extra savings are available through mail order types of requests, as I mentioned just a moment ago. Pet medications are covered, and that's very unique in that we have a lot of citizens and even middle-aged citizens who have to wait each month whether they're going to fill a prescription for themselves or their pet, or pay a bill or purchase whatever other sustenance needs they may have. So the fact that it covers pets is definitely a benefit. And again, I will state that there are no claim forms and there are no forms to fill out. You simply walk into one of the participating pharmacies or outlets where we are distributing the cards, of which there are 46 throughout the parish. Take one of the cards, perforate it at the top, and present it at the time that you want to pay for your prescription.
District 4 Police Juror Claude Syas spearheaded the program.
During the 2008 NACO National Conference, one of the workshops that I attended was the prescription discount card program. I left extremely impressed with the program and with NACO staff members. While on other business in D.C., I made 2 additional trips to the NACO office and had opportunities to visit with the NACO staff and to further evaluate the program. It became very evident to me that this program fits the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury mission and the manner in which we do business. This program also fits one of the personal goals that I had as a juror, and that was to aggressively seek out opportunities to better serve the people of Calcasieu Parish. As a reminder of our mission statement, the mission of Calcasieu Parish Police Jury is to consistently and efficiently provide the highest quality of service to the people of Calcasieu Parish in a manner that is responsive to the will and needs of the citizen. And without question, the prescription discount card program does that.
Free, one of my favorite 4-letter words. Free. Discounts on prescriptions. You can't hardly say it any better than that. Free discounts on prescriptions.
Through October, more than 3,500 prescriptions had been filled using the cards in the parish, saving customers an average of 23% on each purchase. Citizens should know the card is not an insurance program, but it can save them substantial amounts of money. For more information on how to obtain and use the prescription discount cards, contact the Office of Community Services or visit the parish website. If you're retired or semi-retired and would like to help your community, the parish has a program that can use your talents. Margaret Higgins tells us about the Retired Senior Volunteer Program.
Calcasieu RSVP is a volunteer program sponsored by the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury Office of Community Services and has been in existence since June 1972. The volunteers serve through various nonprofit and public organizations. Michelle Guidry, Project Director for Calcasieu RSVP Program, tells us more.
RSVP stands for Retired Senior Volunteer Program. We engage senior citizens 55 years and older to give back to the community. They can give back through their time and their talents. We have about 66 stations that we are involved in. Stations are places that volunteers can go to. We have a memorandum of understanding with each agency, and they just have an agreement with RSVP and the volunteers that they will allow our volunteers to go in and do volunteer work. Anybody can be a volunteer. They don't really have to have any special skill, because some of our stations will train volunteers with whatever job they need them to do.
Volunteers assist in programs throughout Calcasieu Parish. Some of the programs include Triad, Medical Reserve Corps Disaster Relief, office assistance known as SWAT, as well as volunteering at local hospitals and nursing homes.
The RSVP group come in to the chamber here and helps us tremendously. We use them on an average of at least once a month. We have monthly mailings that we mail to our entire membership. That involves about 1,200 mailings. They come in, they have really gotten it down pat. They are extremely efficient. They get the mailing out within 2 to 3 hours, depending on what it is. The time that it would take our staff to do that would be tremendous. It saves us so much time that way.
The RSVP program has been able to help us out in more ways than one. They've already helped us out with some Earth Day type events in the past where they stuffed some of our litter bags and some other things. And normally we'd have to go and try to find somebody, and we probably have to, do some expenditures on it. Right here we have a wonderful team of volunteers that help us out, and so we're really fortunate to have them here as part of the parish.
RSVP volunteers enjoy the many networking opportunities, thank you events, workshop for seniors, and much more.
My family grew up here. My children were educated in the public school systems, and I worked here all my life, and we've had a good life. So this is my payback time.
I don't put in a certain amount of hours every week, and all you have to do is be 55 years of age and have an hour a month to give.
Not only are you doing good for the people you're helping, but you're doing good for yourself.
The RSVP volunteers become a vital part of our community in meeting the challenges of our future. Give them a call today so you can make a difference tomorrow. For the Parish Line, I'm Margaret Higgins.
For more information on the Calcasieu RSVP program, call the Calcasieu Office of Community Services at 721-4020. Finding information about properties in the parish just got easier. The police jury's GIS department released its new interactive mapping application on International GIS Day. Here's Jessica Conrad.
With over 40 states and 70 countries participating in similar activities, the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury's GIS department held an open house, helping residents get information about their property.
Today we're celebrating International GIS Day. GIS stands for Geographical Information Systems, and it's a day picked out that nationwide and worldwide all GIS people are trying to make awareness of GIS.
Information from mosquito control spray schedules to flood maps and zoning can be found on the new GIS interactive map. The GIS department launched its new web portal, making it easy to get property information.
We will allow them to look up their piece of property. We can print out what type of zoning, flood maps, some aerial photography of it, any kind of data that we have tied to a particular piece of property in the parish. We're introducing a new web page application on the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury web page, and you can get to it to the GIS department's page. It's an easy way for you to find out what you need before you come down here to get a permit, or if it's a piece of property you might be buying. It's, all the information is there. You can find out basically all you need to know about a piece of property in the parish.
The GIS department's old mapping portal was not as user-friendly as the new one. The new site also comes with advanced help, including a beginner's tutorial.
It's a new application. It's got more data tied to it, more layers you can see. It's faster, and we think it's clear, quote unquote, and easier to use.
For the Parish Line, I'm Jessica Conrad.
Calcasieu Parish schools are also using the new GIS portal. 6 Calcasieu Parish classes are participating in The Amazing Race Calcasieu. This event, slated for early next year, will send students on a race through downtown Lake Charles using GIS and GPS technology. The Calcasieu Parish Police Jury is doing its part to help underprivileged children in the parish have a Merry Christmas. Police Jury President Al McMillan presented the Marine Corps League's Toys for Tots program with a $15,000 check for the 2009 campaign recently. The funds will go to the Toys for Tots drive to help kids in Calcasieu Parish.
Toys for Tots is an organization that's been working with the Marines in southwest Louisiana. It's a tremendous opportunity for kids that possibly wouldn't have Christmas to have Christmas toys. And I can tell you our entire jury, everybody 100% is behind the Toys for Tots program. We're just thrilled that we have some gaming funds available that we can apply to the Toys for Tots program.
Last year we did over 27,000 kids in southwest Louisiana. And for Calcasieu Parish, like the money being raised here, and even the money donated by the police jury, the money is spent here in Calcasieu Parish.
The Marine Corps League is aided by the parish's Office of Community Services in collecting and distributing the toys. Gifts can be dropped off at the Toys for Tots headquarters in the Target Shopping Center. For more information on helping Toys for Tots, call 842-0039. You can learn who is eligible and sign up for the program at 721-4020. Calcasieu E911 was the first Louisiana 9/11 center to receive their accreditation status, the first center to be re-accredited, and is the only public safety agency in Calcasieu that retains CALIA accredited status. Molly Morgan tells us more.
Calcasieu Parish Public Safety Communications 911 District just received their second international accreditation status from CALIA in August 2009. Robin Martin, Executive Director for the Calcasieu Parish Communications District, tells us more.
The accreditation is called the CALIA accreditation. It's the Council for the Accreditation of Law Enforcement Agencies. They were formed by three of the major law enforcement groups. I'm sure I'll forget one, but one is NOBLE, which is the National Association of Black Law Enforcement Officials. Then the International Associations of Chief of Police and the Sheriff's Association. I don't remember their initials, but they formed these along with professionals who are CEOs and higher level managers who had done accreditation, kind of like the safety accreditations and the ones hospitals do. They formed it so that law enforcement agencies in the beginning would be able to say, we meet the standards of operations, standards and procedures used just like large corporations do to ensure performance and good service to the public. So when they formed this accreditation program for law enforcement agencies, they went around the U.S. and they recruited agencies who wanted to say, we are the best. We meet the standards that agencies should meet to provide their community with the highest level of law enforcement. As the years went by, other organizations and other disciplines saw how this could help them, so that a lobbying effort started, and APCO, the Association of Public Safety Communications Officials, the largest such in the world, they lobbied with CALIA to allow communications districts and other communications-oriented public safety agencies to become part of it.
Every 3 years, the process begins again, and CALIA's minimum standards that must be met are very high. This demand can be overwhelming.
By minimum, I don't mean that that's, as you normally use the term, just very low. They set these incredibly high. You have to go through every aspect of your operations. We adopted the police jury's HR manual, which helped us get through the HR part of it, because it's such a detailed policy and method of doing things. And then we had to go through and we had to review every step of how we take a call, how we dispatch calls, and how we manage them through that process, agencies through the process and then back, and how we go over it with ourselves and we improve. If we made a mistake, how we improve it with the training, with the employment, with recruitment. There's just so many steps to it. It's almost overwhelming for some agencies, so they don't even try. But we were determined here in Calcasieu that we would provide the highest level of service to the citizens of Calcasieu that we could. And we found that CALIA's minimum level was so high that it meant just what we wanted, the highest level of services. And I know it's roundabout, but their lowest quality of service is just way, way up there.
Julie Jones, administrative assistant at Calcasieu E911, was chosen by Kalia to become an assessor and will soon do her first review.
After our last on-site, our lead assessor recommended me to the commission to become an assessor. In her final report to our team, our program manager for Kalia, she recommended that I be chosen, and I was chosen. And when we went up to Hampton to receive our award for our reaccreditation, I was chosen to attend the training to become an assessor. And I attended the classes, took the test, which was more challenging than what I anticipated, but I passed the test and became an assessor, and was called 2 weeks ago and got my first agency. So I will be going up to Pennsylvania in the first part of December to Abington Township to do my first agency.
As an assessor, Julie will be the eyes and ears for Kalia every time she does an agency's review for accreditation.
Going over a lot of the rules and the philosophy of Kalia, going over the whole process of the accreditation process. The process is the same regardless of what agency you're with, whether it be communications, law enforcement, or a training academy. The process is the same. The standards are different. Obviously, law enforcement deals with holding facilities, prisoner transportation. Communications doesn't have those issues, but the process is still the same. You still have to file maintenance is still the same. So the process is the same regardless of what agency it is. So we went over that. And so the training focused more on that than individual standards. And the report that you have to fill out and what's the details that Kalia wants to see in the report, and it dealt with a lot of that.
Congratulations to Calcasieu E911 on being the first Louisiana 911 center to keep and receive their accreditation status from Kalia. For the Parish Line, I'm Molly Morgan.
Calcasieu Parish Parks will be receiving a gift of oak tree saplings next year. The charitable group Acorns of Hope came to Calcasieu recently on their mission to plant oaks across the Louisiana Gulf Coast. Parish officials were able to secure a commitment from the group to help parish parks when they return in 2010.
They are a pillar of Louisiana's history, and it's a great representation of what Louisiana is and what it stands for. It's a strong native tree. It's hurricane resistant, saltwater tolerant, and it's just one of the best trees that you can plant.
It was a great opportunity for the parish to be able to be involved with someone doing such a mission, and then to allow them to have some places in the future to get some trees planted.
You are watching The Parish Line, a production of C-GOV, the Calcasieu Parish Government Channel, about the events, programs, and policies of the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury. Southwest Louisiana is saying goodbye to LSU Agriculture Extension Center agent Jerry Whatley as he enters retirement after 36 years of service. Here's J.P. Booth.
When I think of Jerry, I think of commitment and passion for young people.
But Jerry just was an untiring, dedicated servant to agriculture and to the kids.
His impact is well beyond just the agricultural producers.
It's been a great career for him. He's been, Jerry is a gentleman and a gentle man.
And Jerry is one of the most honorable, conscientious, forethought person that I know.
He's going to be a hard guy to replace.
Family, friends, and co-workers recently gathered to say farewell to Jerry at a ceremony celebrating his lifelong achievements.
You know, at least for me, it's been a real honor to have been associated with you during your tenure here. I really feel that you have been the epitome of what a county agent and parish chairman should be. I'm very sincere. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You have really always kind of been a model to me in how you treat people, in your compassion, whether it's with your co-workers, with your clientele. You've got a very earnest desire to to see things work and to see things really work well for people, and at the end of the day, to see people get along.
When you watched him, what you saw was the dedication of someone that really cared about others. Didn't watch the clock. You never saw Jerry worry about time. And I think the word patience and commitment and passion for agriculture overall, but more so for 4-H youth, and even more so than that for Calcasieu Parish as a whole.
If you never got to know Jerry Whatley, you missed something in life. He was one of the finest people in his family that I ever met. And nothing was very big.
Successful is the person who has lived well, laughed often, and loved much, who has gained the respect of children, who leaves the world better than they found it, who has never lacked appreciation for the earth's beauty, and finally, who never fails to look for the best in others or give the best of themselves. That's Jerry Whatley.
This is probably about as close to being speechless as I've been in my life. Sit up here and look at you folks. When they asked me, my wife did, that I want to do something, I said, yeah, I did. And I would like to have something. But my reason for it was I want to tell y'all thank you. The comments made about me and my family have been very much appreciated. But you're the reason we're who we are. Every one of us. But we do plan on staying here and trying to just be a better part of the community day to day. So thank you very much, and God bless you.
Calcasieu Parish police jurors recently congratulated Mr. Whatley for his years of service to the area, offering their appreciation and best wishes for his retirement.
For all the years that you've been there, all the fourth graders that you've started with, and all the seniors that you ended with, all the thousands and thousands and thousands of young people that you've worked with, whether it was with the animals or whether it was with a lot of them just do writing. They write, it's like unbelievable, or art, or shooting sports, or all the things, horticulture, all the things that the young people learn through 4-H and through the LSU Ag Center goes with each one of them.
He said, I'm going to read this proclamation. It's whereas Mr. Jerry Whatley has faithfully served the people of Louisiana as Extension Field Agent with LSU Agricultural Center for 36 years, whereas numerous consumers, including and not limited to rice, sugarcane farmers, cattle and swine, sheep producers, 4-H youth, residential gardeners have all benefited from the research-based information provided by Mr. Whatley, and whereas Mr. Whatley has provided approximately 39,360 hours of devoted attention to the 4-H group in Calcasieu Parish, and whereas Mr. Whatley has worked with above and beyond the call of duty to secure early reentry of agricultural procedures into Calcasieu Parish immediately following Hurricane Rita and Ike, whereas Mr. Whatley is a true public servant in the most honorable sense of the phrase and has served with the utmost distinction during his career as at the LSU Agricultural Center. Therefore, now it be proclaimed by the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury on this day, Monday, November 2nd, shall be hereafter known and remembered as Jerry Whatley Day in the parish of Calcasieu. Best wishes and appreciation and recognition hereby extended to Mr. Whatley on behalf of the entire police jury. Signed by President McMillan and Administrator Mark McMurray.
For the Parish Line, I'm J.P. Bishop.
That's it for the Parish Line. Please try our new website at cppj.net for more information on all of these stories. So long.